Pandemic settles down, more people are settling back into the office, maybe looking for a new position that suits them better. Frank Cabrera with Job Fest Kern joining us this morning to talk more about what it means to find true job love. Very appropriate, Frank, on this Valentine's Day. Good morning.
That was coincidental. No, I'm just kidding. Yes,
No, I wasn't. All right, first
absolutely.
of all, let's begin with what do you mean when you say true job love? What steps can you take to try and find that?
Yeah. So a lot of individuals right now in the marketplace, whether they're in a job or looking for a job, it's really important that you find a job, first of all, that you're passionate about. If you've lost your passion, you're in a position right now and you just feel like you're at you just not having the feels, the love. You want to find something that you have a passion for. So, for example, during the pandemic, when we were at home, there was a buddy of mine tried to get me to dabble into the stock market a little bit. And I had the skills for it, but I didn't have the passion for it. I couldn't stand it. And so you got to have a passion, even if you have the skills for it, first of all, to find that job that you love. That's number one.
Now, when talking about that, I mean, you would think that somebody would sit back and say, well, I think I'm passionate about that. But is there something that really sticks out when it comes to a job that really reflects your passion?
You have to really look at what gets you motivated, excited. So for me, what motivates me, what I'm passionate about is making an impact. I got to have a job that I can make an impact. So this job that I have, I feel like I make an impact on inspiring those that are looking for work, helping those that are trying to find those looking for work. For me, my passion is, making that impact. So you want to really, really get a grip on what makes me passionate. Why do I love what I do?
And then people always talk about that too. Well, I might not be really passionate about this job that I'm in, but it's really good money. How do you try to balance that out?
Well, it could be really good money, but here's the thing. Uh, the other aspect, point number three, I covered point number two on skills, but point number three is need. The need in the market. So if there's no need in the market, it doesn't matter how much passionate you are, doesn't matter how much skills you have, you're going to find yourself dwindling and even being cut from your job if there's not a need in the market. So a lot of people have found themselves cut from jobs that they were making good money, but the market fell and now they're out of luck. So you got to have a balance of passion, skills, and need to have that job that you truly love.
And do you have any tips for people that are just trying to stick it out in a job that maybe they don't really love?
What my tip is, if there's a job that you really want to go after or a career, maybe you could start by building your skills toward that. Maybe getting some extra
Mhm.
education, maybe getting some extra certifications. Explore that, step out. You could build your passion, even pursuing what you want to do in the job that you feel like you're at a dead end, but you're bringing life back to yourself by starting to build those skills up in your career.
Finding true job love on Valentine's Day. Frank Cabrera, Job Fest Kern County. Frank, thank you.
Happy Valentine's.